Hello, this is Domenico with Easynomics, and this is part 4, the final video on a quantitative practice question using price floors for paper 3 style exam. You can search for this video using the icon. You can search for price floor videos. You can also find it within different playlists, one of them being government intervention, where we go over per unit subsidies, indirect taxes, price ceilings, price floors, minimum wage. It's also within a dedicated playlist just for paper 3 and paper 2 quantitative practice questions, SLHL. So let's get back to this final question. We've been using wheat production in the United States. US produces 44.8 million metric tons. China and India and Russia producing more than the US. And then we have France, Ukraine, and so on. So let's get to that last question. So these are the workings from answering question C, where we use trapeziums, the surface area of a trapezium, to calculate the surface area of the welfare loss that we see, this gray area. And we're going to go over one other way, if you don't want to use this, one final way. Now, the final answer that we got is that the welfare loss is valued at $3,900 million. So we're going to calculate this an alternative way and arrive to the same answer. All right, so that's what we'll do. And again, there's going to be links to these videos in the video notes below, to the previous videos that went over questions A, B, and C. So here's the final way that you can calculate it. Basically, the surface area of a rectangle, subtracting a triangle, and that would be another way. Okay. So here we have this gray welfare loss area. So one thing I can do is calculate the surface area of a rectangle. This would be the value of the tax revenue spent by the government on purchasing the excess supply. So I'm going to draw that rectangular area here. Okay, and we can see that the height is 290, and the base here is between 33 and 18. So I need to subtract that and I'll get the value there. So I'll do base times height. Okay, so here we have the surface area of a rectangle is going to be 290 multiplied by the base, and the base is going to be difference between 33 million metric tons minus 18 million metric tons. So that works out to 290 times 15 million. And so that's going to work out to 290 times 15 million. That's going to work out to 4,350 million. So there's the surface area of that rectangle. So I'm going to highlight that because I need that for later. And then what I want to do is I want to subtract the triangular area here. So here there's a triangle that I want to subtract. And so I can figure out this height, this base multiplied by this height, and then divide that by 2, and also get that area. So here we have a triangle. With this height. And again, we're going to have that base of 33, which is right over here, and 18. So I have to subtract those two. And then I have this height of 290 and 230. So here's 290 and 230. All right, so these would be the workings, base times height. So the height, well, let's do the base. Let's do 33 million metric tons, or million, minus 18. That gives us 15. That's my base. So the distance between here and here, this distance is 15. Okay. And then I'll take 15 multiplied by the height, 290 minus 230, 290 minus 230. That equals to 15 times 60. Okay. And so that's going to give me 900. So 290, fine. 900, and then I'm going to divide that by 2 because this is a triangle base times height. Divide by 2. I'm going to cut that shape in half. And so that works out to 450. So there's the surface area of that triangle, million. Okay. So then we have final workings. We're going to take the rectangle, 4,350 million, minus the triangle of 450 million. All right, and that works out to 3,900 million. And there we've arrived to the same answer. Okay, 3,900 million. We can see two alternative ways to calculate the welfare loss. Okay, so to answer question C, we can highlight that the government has overallocated tax revenue by the amount of 3,900 million or 3.9 billion to the production of wheat, and we've overproduced. We're at a quantity of 33 million metric tons. The marginal cost to society is greater than the benefit to them. And then as a result, the welfare loss, that gray area, is that within that the value, the additional producer surplus, this is the additional producer surplus that's going to produce let's see, 450 million. This triangular area here is 450 million that's being allocated towards producers, but the rest is wasted tax revenue of 3,900 million. Okay, and that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment those questions below, and don't forget to subscribe and to like. Thank you so much.